हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हो? सब ठीक है ना? As we have started states of matter, in that numerical part we have completed Boyle's law numerical or based as well as we have completed the numerical based on the Charles law. So today we are going to discuss the numerical based on the Gay-Lussac's law. So firstly you should know that what is the Gay-Lussac's law. In that, as we know that at constant volume, what is the constant term? At constant volume, pressure is directly proportional to the temperature. So according to this law we got one formula also, and that is the P is equal to K into T. That K we have taken, that is the proportionality constant. If we consider that formula, P1 divided by T1 is equal to P2 divided by T2. So we have to use this formula for the numerical based on the Gay-Lussac's law. So let's start with the first numerical. A tungsten filament electricity bulb means we are having one bulb. Okay, so this is the bulb, we can say that here. Okay, just imagine that this is the bulb. In that bulb is filled with the argon gas. What is filled in that gas, in that bulb? That is the argon gas. That what is the pressure when that gas is filled? That pressure is 1.2 atm at 18 degrees Celsius. When that pressure is maintained 1.2 atm, at that time temperature was 18 degrees Celsius. A thin glass light bulb can sustain the pressure of argon gas up to 1.5 atmospheric pressure. Means if we consider that bulb which contains that argon gas, that can sustain up to the pressure, that is the 1.5 atm. So that calculate the maximum temperature up to which light bulb can sustain. Pressure we understood, means up to 1.5 atm. But what about the temperature? Means here they have given P1, P2, T1, and we have to find out the T2. Hope so everyone understood that numerical, because every time whenever we want to solve any question, at that time it is very important to read that question, try to understand that question, what is given, what we have to find out, and according to that we have to start to solve. Hope so everyone understood that given data also. Now as we know that formula, what is that formula? P1 divided by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. Before going towards that numerical or calculation part, firstly we should convert that degree Celsius temperature into the Kelvin. So if we consider 273 plus 18 means that T1 will be 8 plus 3, 11, 7 plus 2, 9, 2. Means that temperature in Kelvin, it is 291 Kelvin. Here we will get the answer, means T2 in the Kelvin only. So we are going to put all this value. So P1 is 1.2, T1 is 291.5, T2 we have to find out. So simply rearrange this equation. So what will be the equation? T2 will go this side. Then 1.5 into 291 divided by 1.2. Shift, and after shifting of that decimal, T2 is equal to 15 into 291 divided by 12. 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. So after multiplication, 5 1s are 5, 9 4s are 45, 5 2s are 12, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 4, 14 divided by 4. After this calculation we will get the answer, that is the 4 3s are 12, 12 4 6s are 24. After that 24 means 1 remains, so 4 3s are 12, and after that 75 Kelvin. So this will be the answer in Kelvin. If we want to write its answer in a degree Celsius, then what we have to do? To 363.75, just we have to subtract 273 and we will get the answer in a degree Celsius, and that will be the 0, 16 means 7 here, 9 means T2, if we convert into degree Celsius, it is 90.75 degree Celsius. In this way, we have completed our first numerical. What is that second example? Again, we are going to understand that concept also. Now, see here, a glass container. What we are having? We are having one glass container. imagine it is a glass container, is sealed with, we are going to seal it. Okay, now see here, this is the glass container which we have sealed, in which a gas is sealed, means here it contains gas. At when that gas is sealed in that glass container, at that time pressure was 0.8 atm and temperature was 25 degree Celsius. Understood? Now see, the glass container sustain a pressure, means whatever gas is in that container that can sustain up to the 2 atmospheric pressure. Now we understood that up to 2 atmospheric pressure that gas can be sustained in that container, means it will not undergo bursting. So we understood about the pressure. What about the temperature? Up to what temperature that container can be sustained, okay, before bursting, that we are going to calculate. So here we got that P1 T1, P2 we have to find out T2. Again that temperature is given in the degree Celsius, so to convert into Kelvin we have to add 273. So after addition of this one we will get here 298 Kelvin. Here we are going to calculate the temperature. So once again, according to Gay-Lussac's law, volume will be the constant, because see, in that gas is sealed, means whatever amount is taken, that is fixed one. Only there is a change in pressure and temperature. Now see, our formula is P1 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon T2. If we are going to put all this value, 0.8 divided by 298 is equal to P2, it is 2 divided by T2. That means here you can write X also. Now see, after rearrangement, T2 is equal to 2 into 298 divided by 0.8. Now I am going to shift that decimal. If I am shifting one decimal, then it will come 10 to the upper side. So here T2 is equal to 2 into 2980 divided by 8. So 2 4s are 8. In this way, after calculation, 2980 divided by 4. 4 7s are 28. Again 1 will remain. 4 4s are 16. Means here again 2 will remain, and here finally 4 5s are 20. Means our final answer is 745 Kelvin. It is in the Kelvin. Similarly, previous example, if we want to convert into degree Celsius, then what we have to do? T2 is equal to 745 minus 273. Finally, we will get the answer in a degree Celsius, that is 5 minus 3, 2. 14 minus 7, 7. Here 6 minus 2, it will be 4. Means T2, if we want to calculate into degree Celsius, then it will be 472 degree Celsius. In this way, we have completed. The next lecture, once again, we will discuss the numerical based on the ideal gas equation. Before going towards that ideal gas equation numerical, one homework for you people. Already in the description box, one link is given which is of the ideal gas equation. So just watch that video, because from that video you will get idea what is that ideal gas equation and which formula we have to use. Thank you all of you.